I'm Shannon Bryan from FitMaine.com, and I'm here to talk about a little something I like to call the weekend. This weekend there's speed skating, mountain biking, and a trail run that includes hot dogs and beer, so yeah, it's shaping up to be a pretty nice one. It also includes a fall bike ride that will make a pit stop right where I'm standing right now. I'm at McDougall Orchards in Springvale, and there's a whole lot of pick your own apple action happening here. There's also a whole lot of apple cider donuts. I don't know whether to eat these or to just curl up with them and fall asleep under an apple tree. But anyway, the event is Maine Applecycle, and it's an orchard-to-orchard bike ride happening on Saturday. You can choose from a range of distances from 7 miles to 35, 62, or 100 miles if you're feeling altogether adventurous. But no matter what distance you choose to ride, you'll get to stop at a host of gorgeous and supremely scenic Maine apple orchards, where you'll get treated to some apple-inspired savory dishes and, yes, probably some apple cider donuts. Proceeds raised will go to support the community bicycle center's free after-school programs for kids, so good on you. If you're more of a runner than a cyclist, check out the Run the Ridge Trail Race happening this weekend in Westbrook. It's taking place at Sunset Ridge Golf, where, I'm guessing you can tell, golf usually takes place. But runners will take over the trails this Saturday. There's going to be a 10K, a 5K, and a 5K canine cross, which means you can run with your dog, who I'm sure will do most of the work. I don't think that's actually how canine crosses work. It will be a collaborative effort. And afterwards, you get to hang out and enjoy some yoga, games, food, and drink, and celebrate your running efforts. Now, if you're more of a hot dog eating beer drinker than a long distance runner, well, the Frankenstein Mile at Lost Valley Ski Area could be your moment for glory. Now, the event is only 1 mile long, and you don't even have to run the whole mile at once. Here's how it works. You start out by eating a hot dog, then you run a quarter mile, then you drink a beer, then you run a quarter mile, then you eat another hot dog. And if you're still capable of going, you run another quarter mile, and then you finish with a beer, hopefully in good spirits. I might be more inclined to just eat the hot dog and then go straight to the beer, and then the other hot dog, and then the beer. But then again, that wouldn't put me in position for 2017 Frankenstein Mile champion. It would just be another Saturday, and that's no fun. Anyway, this event seems like it would be a lot of fun to spectate too, and organizers call it a test of not only speed, but intestinal fortitude, and I gotta say, sounds exactly like that. If 5Ks and 10Ks just aren't enough running for you, you need more running. I mean, I'm okay with the 5K, but if you'd rather do a half marathon, there's a new event happening in Bethel called the Pumpkin Harvest Half. Now, it starts just outside the Bethel Inn on Main Street and follows rolling terrain along paved roads, and then returns back at the Bethel Inn, where you can celebrate your achievement at the Bethel Inn's Millbrook Tavern with a beer, some food, drink, however you choose to celebrate, which you totally should. That's a lot of running. There's also a beer-related mountain biking event happening this Saturday in Gorham. It's the Bike and Brews third and final event of the season. They did one in the spring and the summer as well, and this is really fantastic because it's open to mountain bikers of all levels. So if you're pretty new to it or you've been riding for years, you're invited to come out. Everyone divides up into different groups based on their level, and you go out for guided rides throughout the Gorham trails, which are stupendous. Also stupendous, the rides start and end at Sebago Brewing Company in Gorham, so you can get yourself a beer, get yourself some lunch, and hang out with some fellow riders and support the mountain biking community. On Sunday, the activities go inside for something kind of cool and something you probably never tried before. Speed skating. Yes, I'm talking just like Apollo Ono. I'm talking you in the Olympics, really sharp skates, moving really fast, or at least getting some of the foundational skills to, use on weekends and stuff. It's the Try Speed Skating event happening at Family Ice Center in Falmouth from 9:30 to 11:30. Now, if you don't own your own skates, it's cool. They will supply them for you, and adults cost $20, kids are $15, and while you might not hit Olympic speeds your first time out, you'll at least be able to gain some new skills, or at least brag to your friends that you spent the afternoon speed skating, which is pretty cool. This could be your new sport. I think you're gonna be really good at it. And finally on Sunday, we're getting our glow on with a glow Zumba and pound fitness class happening at Blue Wave Dancing in Waterville. Now this is a 1-hour fitness class that combines 30 minutes of Zumba with 30 minutes of pound. Now if you're not familiar with pound, it's a fitness class that uses what look like drumsticks, and you get to bang them to the rhythm of the music, bang them on the floor, bang them over your head. It's a ton of fun. Now it's also a glow class, which means you're encouraged to dress as much neon and glow in the dark stuff as you can possibly manage and get your sweat on under the black lights. This class also only $5, which is really amazing. More information about those events and of course a bunch of others can be found on FitMaine.com. Be sure to follow FitMaine on Facebook and Instagram to find out about more cool ways to work out and active things to do. In the meantime, it's the weekend. Let's go do fun stuff that also happens to be good for our bods. And maybe eat a couple of apple cider donuts. In moderation, of course. Oh yeah. Donuts.